Kwa nini mwasema Ruto aendelee? Na hali kabla Ruto hajaingia, Mkenya alikuwa kila mara 3 kwa siku. Lakini leo kinwa turungi asubuhi mpaka jioni. Tena jioni ni hamna. Sima na chumba. Na Ruto amewatesa Wakenya pahali ambapo pamepita kiasi. Na yule anemtetea Ruto, nafikiri ana akili
President William
punguani.
Ruto should understand that majority of Kenyans have lost hope in him. They have completely lost trust, hope, and everything in this regime, and that majority of them are looking forward to vote them out come 2027. You see, our politicians are just our politicians. William Ruto, as we speak right now, has started campaigns. William Ruto has officially started campaigning. And this is the saddest thing about our country. Like, why now? Why now? At a time when Kenyans are complaining about SHA, I saw a story of there is this man who shared his story on X platform, explaining everything, how he was sick and how really SHA didn't came out for him, and that he had to struggle to collect some cash to pay. So why now? Can't President William Ruto really have the soul of Kenyans in his heart? Like, can he just be a good politician? Like, many people who voted for William Ruto really had so much hope because they say that he is young compared to Raila Odinga, of course, because he was his main rival, and that he is going to understand the needs of the young people of this country. But right now he's back on campaign mode. I saw him exchanging words with former DP Rigathi Gachagua, and I was like, what is really going on in our country? The president has completely lost it. He is now exchanging words with the man he kicked out. Look, this is an old woman who is so complaining about him not able to manage to have 3 meals a day. Kenyans are struggling to even have basic needs. No food, health system, education system. Everything is just in shambolic. And our politicians don't even care about that. Theirs is to stand on top of their vehicles and throw words to each other, throw words to our parents, throw words to us youths, and all that. It's really sickening. It's really sickening. And I hope that Kenyans are going really to make a very tough decision come 2027. We have to stop this thing for once and for all. We have to stop this thing. Kenyans, really, this regime has really made us to believe that we really need to change our political views and patterns. Let's forget about our tribes for once. Let's forget about populism. Let's forget about all these things. We really need to change our political voting patterns. We really need to. It cannot be we elect people whom once they have sworn in, the first thing they think about is how to loot and how to loot for the next elections. Next year, when they come with these monies, we must reject this money and tell them that our hospital needs medicine. We must reject their money. That is the only way to keep these people on their feet. It cannot be we elect leaders to acquire money, that they are going to use it to bribe us again in the next elections. This cycle must end, and we must end it in 2027. William Ruto, you have failed Kenyans. And we thought that you are going to use the first 2 years of your presidency, that we are trying to panga vitu venye you've been saying that mkiingia there was a lot, do empty coffers, do nini na nini, and that the first 2 you are trying to at least make everything in place, and that these other 3 years you are going to at least to work on what you promised Kenyans. But here we are back on campaign modes. What is really going on in this country of ours? Youths are complaining, our grandmothers are complaining, our mothers are complaining. I see now also the discussion about the finance bill 2025-2026 is coming up. And it is about more tax, more money, more tax, more money for this government. Where is this money? What is this money doing? Is there any biggest project that you have done that you are so proud of it, you as a president of this republic? What was your plans? When Kenyans elected you, what was your individual plan as a president, as a human? You see, there is this, even with this new year, each individual has that plan and that hope that by the end of this year, I wish I could have this. There are those who are praying for houses. There are those who are praying to have spouses. There are those who are praying to have kids. There are those who are praying to have cars. There are those who are praying to at least travel outside country. So every person has these ambitions, has this hope, and this thing that I want to achieve in this year. So what was that thing that you wanted to achieve once elected as a president? Was it to bring something in the health sector, in the education sector, infrastructure, security, unemployment? What was that thing you wanted to achieve? At one thing too, let's say education, you wanted to achieve something in education system. Perhaps maybe to have free education, maybe secondary, primary and secondary, something like that. Is there something like that you wanted to achieve? Because it seems that you had nothing like that in your mind. Campaign is not helping Kenyans. You promising us that you're going to do this is not helping us. The Kenyans, the young people you are complaining about, who you say that they are misusing social media, is because they are idle. Find something else for them to do, and you will understand that the problem is not about the young people. They have nothing to do. Imagine you are jobless young people in this country, and the next headline you see, the next newspaper headline you see, how 21 billion is stolen, how 6 billion is set aside due to do what? How now we are hearing stories of we are planning to spend 500 million Kenyan shillings to renovate Huduma centers. Like, what is really not happening with you? The advisors you selected, are they telling you the truth? Or is all about you not caring about Kenyans? Nobody hates you. Nobody hates you, Mr. President. But it is you and your action that is making them you to detach themselves from you. You promised a lot. You told us that you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to change Kenya and make Kenya comfortable and accommodative to all of us. But now, looks like nothing is working. Now every Kenyan is complaining, from the old to the young people of this country. So we are asking you as young people of this country, don't campaign, not now, please, not now. Don't campaign, not now. It's not the right time. Kenyans are struggling. Majority of Kenyans are struggling, and them seeing you campaigning is really demoralizing, is really heartbreaking, is really saddening them. Stop with the campaign. You just hit the ground. For these remaining years, do what you can do, but at least do something. Even if you're going to bring that one positive thing, please do it. But you started campaigning while people on the ground are suffering is really portraying a different picture. And this is the reason young people are saying that. And this is the reason you now cannot even convince young people to vote for you again. This is the reason you cannot even now convince all the people to vote you again, because of the experiences they are going through. Give Kenyans, at least make it easier for Kenyans to live in this country, and everything will fall into place. Kenyans want to see you working. Kenyans want to see you change this country. Kenyans want to see positive things coming out from your leadership. That is it for me for now. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.